When Orient announced the new Mako 40mm watch on June this year, many watch lovers like myself got excited. The watch were delivered to the dealers on August with a surprising flow on the dial. The 26-minute marker on the dial was printed off center, and this was an unexpected mistake by Orient. I still can't understand how nobody in the company ever noticed this before delivery. However, what they did afterwards was fine enough. They called back all the watches from dealers to fix the issue. This is at least a good approach in my opinion. So I waited for the corrected ones to come back to my dealer to make this review. Finally, they are here, and yes, I have all the 5 colors here with me, so once again, you'll see all colors side by side for the first time here on YouTube, like I did before for Citizen Tusiosa or Bambino 38, etc. Enough chit chat, let's move on to the review. The case diameter is 39.9mm, thickness is 12.5mm, and the lock-to-lock distance is a fairly compact 46.5mm. I think we have a nicely proportioned sports watch here, which can be worn by both men and women, and when you see the dial color options, you'll also feel about the same. The top of the case is brushed while the sides are highly polished stainless steel. One of the major differences of this watch from the previous Mako ones is the crown guards. I mean, there are no crown guards in this piece, which makes it look like a more vintage diver's watch. It's a screw-down crown for sure with an Orient logo. Another major difference is the all-steel rotating bezel. It has a circular brush effect and looks elegant. However, it comes with a missing Lume dot on it. Yes, this watch has 200 meters of water resistance and claims to be a diver's watch, but I think we can't accept this one as a true dive watch without the Lume marker on the bezel. This might be a deal breaker for some, but honestly not a big issue for me. The bezel action is also somehow tighter than the previous Mako or Kamasu watches. Feels solid, but definitely not easy to grip and use. We have a solid screw-down caseback like the previous ones. Nothing to see here, but you will notice the hollow bracelet end links there. The bracelet is an average one, nothing spectacular. I don't like the hollow end links, but at least the other links are solid. Top of the bracelet is brushed and the sides are polished just like the main case. Lock width is 20mm and it goes straight to the clasp without any taper. Basically, the same bracelet quality that comes with the previous Makos. The only difference is the lock width being 20mm instead of 22. However, due to the smaller case size, the proportions don't look good to my eyes. A taper would be much needed here. The clasp is also a basic folded one, works fine but not the best clasp out there. Before we jump into the dial, I would like to welcome you guys to the Watch Loop channel. Hi, my name is Erk and this is a brand new channel all about watch and horology. I'm not a watch dealer and no, I'm not trying to sell you anything here. But I have good connections with many brands and I believe I make videos a little different than the many other watch channels out there. If you are into watches like myself and want to be one of the first people to see new watches, you may consider subscribing to the channel right now. Let's get back to the review. We have a flat cut sapphire crystal on the front side. Sapphire should be the base standard even for the entry-level watches, and I believe Seiko and Citizen should also upgrade to the sapphire for their cheaper watches as well. On the dial, we have the applied rectangular shaped indices filled with Lume. The skeletonized hour and minute hand is also adding a character to the overall design. Tip of the second hand is colored and it's also adding a sporty look to the design. As you may see, it's a 21,600 beats per hour movement. Orient chose their F6722 movement for this watch. It has 22 jewels and delivers a power reserve around 40 hours. Hacking and hand winding is also possible. The main difference of that movement is being a date-only one. This time we see only a date window on the watch face instead of a day-date window, and I surely like it this way. Much cleaner and looks like a more expensive watch in my opinion. The Lume is not great. I believe the Lume on the Kamasu is still the best in these entry-level Orient collections. However, it's not bad and looks like on par with the Mako3 Lume to my eyes. Okay, since I have all the 5 colors with me today, let's take a look at each color and talk about them. This black dial will probably be the most popular one within these 5 colors. It can easily be used with a better quality rubber band or NATO strap and can be used in most situations. This navy color is a very dark shade of blue. It almost looks like black in shadows, and when it catches the light, an elegant blue can be seen. I think Orient divers always come with great shades of blue since the Mako one, and this one is not an exception. There aren't many white dial divers in the market, especially for the entry level. This is not a paper white. It's not cheap in my opinion, and the yellow seconds-hand tip shines beautifully. As I said, I didn't like the bracelet a lot, but this will look great on a rubber or NATO band. This purple color is the most interesting option. Might be a good option for women, but will also look playful on a man's wrist too. This one comes on a leather NATO band. It's soft and the grey color matches the dial nicely in my opinion. Quite an attention grabber here. And finally, my favorite Salmon dial. This color is quite popular for the last few years, but mostly preferred on dressy watches. This is the first time I'm seeing a sports Salmon watch, and I loved it. It's not pinky, and it's also not looking like a vintage faded color. A perfect modern look. This one also comes on a beige leather NATO band, and it also looks and feels fine too. So now you saw all the possible colors, and I'm wondering which one is your favorite this time. I will definitely go with that Salmon dial, but what do you think about it? As a summary, I think a 40mm dive watch was a great idea. But unfortunately, due to the lack of the Lume dot on the bezel, we can't call this one a true diver's watch. Besides that, I really think I didn't like the bracelet this time. Yes, it's more or less the same quality with the Orient Mako40, but due to the smaller case and steel bezel, it simply doesn't fit the design and really feels cheaper. However, I like the date-only dial design, and overall proportions of the case are good too. Feels like a more expensive watch, especially on a NATO or quality rubber band. This is not the first watch Orient decided to go smaller on the case size. This year, I had reviewed the Bambino 38 as well again, and with all the color options again. If you are on the market for a smaller dressy watch, you may want to check this video right now. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking here. Cheers guys, I'll see you soon.